Yeah, we're bricked up today. Welcome back to Alpha Tactics. So we've done a video like this before, and some of you have probably seen it. You know, we've probably got some old subscribers that still watch our videos regularly. We're back to the brick wall. So as you can see, it's got mortar this time. Now it's quickcrete mortar. Some of you probably still gonna cry about that, but whatever. It's actually mortared. It's solid now. We've got the good old, I believe it's OSB behind it. What you would typically use behind your brick in a normal house. Your framing with insulation inside of it, and good old sheetrock on the other side, what you would have in your normal house. So again, like our last video, which was terrible quality and just outright bad with a bad camera, wind noises, it was bad. We want to redo this and see if we can do a better take on it this time. So we're going to step it up in pistol calibers, and I'll show you what we're going to be shooting. So a few of these are from the original video, but a few of them are not. So we've actually got a couple new calibers involved in this one. So we're going to change it up with the 22 with the good old Ruger Mark IV. Instead of like last time we used the FN 502. We'll step it up there to the 9mm out of the Glock 19X, 45 out of the FNX 45 Tactical, go to the 357 Magnum out of the Colt Python, and then try to step it up to, well, the Desert Eagle and 50 AE, and then the 500 Magnum at the very end, and see which ones actually go through it. We also might shoot the 5.7x28 through it, just depending on kind of how the 9mm and 357 do. So we'll start off with the good old Ruger Mark IV. Give it the good old charge. And I'll see if I can hit this old wall. I'm gonna shoot high and go low from there. No, matter of fact, backwards, I'm gonna do low. I can't really tell if I hit it. Guess how weak 22 is. We didn't do anything but just chip away some of the brick itself. Onto a little bit more powerful round. All right, so next up, we're gonna do the PS90 and do 5.7. The reason being 5.7 is only slightly bigger, but it's a lot faster, and I don't really think penetration or speed is gonna help us much with the brick wall, so we'll just try this before 9. Go see what it did. So we can kind of see where it broke away that brick and hit a lot where that mortar is, but come around to the back, obviously it didn't have enough power to go through. So we'll step it up a little bit bigger. Next up, the old brick, the Glock 19X. Surely I can hit a good spot this time.
Yeah, 9mm.
9mm, yeah, sorry. Yeah, a lot more explosion off that. So that bigger round made more of a pop whenever it hit it, but obviously all it did was dust it real good. Knocked a little bit of holes, split that brick, but not near enough power. Oh shoot, that's all we got holding it up to even somewhat go through it. So let's go cowboy with the good old Colt Python. Oh, iconic 357 Magnum. See if I can hit a good spot on that wall. Such a nice and fun gun to shoot. Oh, almost fell. So you can see all it did was pretty much scratch away the color of the brick, knocked away some of that outside with the frag, but that's it. I don't even care to look at the backside. Obviously that didn't go through. So I'll see if a bigger round can do it. Next up, let's go a little quiet with the 45 ACP FNX 45 Tactical with the OSPREY 45 suppressor on it. God, I love shooting this gun. I'm gonna try to aim kind of top right. Oh yeah, that definitely hit it. So 45 definitely did more damage. You can definitely see that it knocked away all that mortar and busted up that brick pretty good, but it doesn't feel like, no, that it had any enough speed to make it through that old wall. So far your house is pretty bulletproof for your modern, you know, pretty common calibers. Let's step it up something not so common. Next up, the last fun gun to shoot for this episode, the 50 AE Desert Eagle. So this thing's been having issues with not ejecting, so we'll see if it does it this time or not. Probably not. Ejected just fine. Look at that. So I haven't looked just yet, and we usually try not to for a little bit of a, you know, kind of a true reaction to it. But you can see that it completely blew that brick apart and all the mortar in between those bricks. And judging by that it didn't make a lot of explosion, I would think that's actually kind of surprising. So no, nothing went through yet. So for the first different caliber, I guess, that you would see, didn't do it. Let's step it up to one a little bit more bigger. All right, so real quick, before y'all address it in the comments, I realize more bigger is not an actual sentence. Listen, in the moment of shooting that gun, not quite a moment as it's gonna be shooting this gun. So I've got the 400 grain projectile loading up in there because screw that 700 grain. And yeah, so this is really gonna suck, but I hope it goes through. I'm gonna go a little bit more towards the middle. Holy crap. So this is actually kind of surprising. And I can tell just from looking at it that it doesn't look like it went through. But that's a lot of damage. So I'm sure you'll see by the slow-mo footage of it that that was a crazy explosion, and it never feels good. But as you can see, there's nothing coming through on this side of it. So I guess it's safe to say that if you live in a brick house, you're pretty much protected by any pistol round. Guys, we appreciate all the support. We're gonna link our webpage that we have in the comments below. Nothing going on crazy with it yet, but we do intend to sell maybe merch eventually. So you guys just be on the lookout for that. Thank you. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. You guys are really helping us out. We appreciate all the support. Check out that Patreon, and we'll see you in the next one.